Good evening, everyone. It's good to be back. Welcome. My name is Ansel Birch, the Indecisionist, and I will be your Dungeon Barkeep today. If you're new to the channel, I use this opportunity to create a brand new cocktail, completely using the roll of some dice and fate. Now, I'm sure that all of you are excited as I am to find out what nature has in store with me, but just in case, I do want to tell you guys just a little bit more about this. You see, I may be no expert mixologist. I mean, I'm set up in a cave for crying out loud, but I do have the adventurous spirit to try just about anything. So here in my bar, I get a load of suggestions for names, and then I pick a name and find out what's going to go in it. So I asked for a bunch of names, and I've got them randomized on a list today. That's right, even the names are randomized. And starting this week, I'm going to be soliciting some fresh names to go into that randomizer. So if you're interested in being a part of the show a little bit more, go ahead and check out my website, indecisionist.com/dungeonbarkeep, or keep your eye on the YouTube channel for more information. Otherwise, what do you say? Let's get started. As I said, this is going to start with some gaming dice, so the first thing I need to do is switch over to the dice cam so you can see the first roll of the evening with my D4. This is going to pick our first mixer. That's a 4, which on the Essentials mixer chart is juice. I have a couple choices for juice today. It's either going to be lemon or lime, so very exciting there. We got a couple people are excited to put in more names. That's excited. Oh, I should get lobby music. You're absolutely right about that. All right, then we're going to switch back over to camera B for our second roll. This is going to be a D6. A D6 is going to select our garnish. Man, rolling full dice today. So garnishes, on the 6 on the garnishes, bitters. All right, so we're going to get another shot at our bitters. Let's see what we end up using today. And I've got fresh bitters coming in, made by a fan. Very excited to try those ones out. Thank you to Julie for making chocolate bitters. Very excited to debut those on the stream at some point. It's probably going to be lime, Psycho Pyro. Probably going to be lime, not going to lie to you. All right. Next up is a D8. This is going to help us pick another mixer. These are the less essential mixers, so, things like sodas and whatnot. That's a 7. Oh, all right. Well, couldn't all be top rolls. Bloody Mary mix! All right, this is going to be our first random cocktail using the Saucy Wench's Spicy Bloody Mary mix. I'm very excited to try this one out in a randomized cocktail. This one was given to me by the Saucy Wench folks, so I'm excited to debut it here. And there is a one-shot video coming to give you a little bit more information about that drink, so keep your eyes open. I just have to edit it, and that takes time. And who's got time? I know, right? Chocolate bitters. Going to be really good. All right, so that's going to be our mix today. You think lime with Bloody Mary mix? Well, we'll see. We'll see. Next is bar terms. That's going to be a D12. Oh, no. Next is our liquor. Right. We got to do liquor first. So next is going to be a liquor with a D10. So here we go. That's a 9 on the liquors chart. 9 is vodka. Okay. All right, so we've got a Bloody Mary with some kind of citrus juice in it and bitters. So far, that makes sense. This is going to be okay. All right, so now we're going to do D12 for our bar terms. That makes far more sense. All right, max on the D12, so that's a pony. All right, so pony is when you serve another shot of something next to the main beverage. Usually it's like a pony of beer to go with your cocktail, or a pony of liquor to go with a cocktail or with a beer. This is sometimes also known as like a shooter or a side chaser. That's the other word I wanted. So yeah, that's a pony. You can get a pony of just about anything to go with just about anything, depending on how you want that experience to go. So that's pony. And finally, it's the star of the show. It's time for us to pick a name. So let's go back to the camera for the exciting D20, the most exciting die for the most exciting part of the show, 5. And on today's names chart, 5 is Bahamut Mama. Bahamut Mama. Oh, I love this one so much. Man. I only roll the D10 again if I roll a 10. 10s explode, which means that theoretically, if I keep rolling 10s, I can just keep adding liquors to this drink, and that's how you end up with things like a Long Island iced tea sort of thing. So yes, I can roll the D10s again. I have a percentile handy, in fact, if I want to. Let's see. We've got all of our ingredients. I don't think this is going to need anything else. That Bloody Mary mix is complex. There's a lot of flavors going on there, and I don't think adding anything else is going to really do us any favors on this one. So let's cut down to the bar top cam and watch this all come together. All right, so let's see. We're putting citrus into a Bloody Mary mix. So I think I am going to want to shake this. So we're going to go ahead and start off with a shaker, and we will measure 2 ounces of Bloody Mary mix. There we go. Nice and thick. This stuff is really good, and it's satisfyingly spicy. I was really impressed. There we go. All right, so that's going to be our Bloody Mary mix, and I'll do 1 ounce of vodka. There we go. Beautiful. All right, and now I think you guys are right. I think I'm going to want a lime, and I suspect the best way to garnish this is going to be with a lime wheel. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a lime wheel while I'm at it. These are also prodigious limes, so it won't hurt anything to take a little out of the middle for garnishing purposes. So let's go ahead and get out. I learned something about these citrus squeezers, which is that the regular ones don't do limes very well, although these prodigious limes, they seem to work pretty fine. All right, so all right. So that looked going in like the better part of an ounce, so I'm going to go ahead and call it quits there, and we'll just scoot that all off to the side so you don't have to look at it anymore. All right, so that's what we've got so far. We are going to put some bitters in there. I think I want, this is going to be bitter cube bitters. These are more herbaceous. That should go nicely in there. Thank you for the reminder, Psycho Pyro. I do have a tendency to forget small things like bitters. All right, so we've got bitters. We've got Bloody Mary mix. We've got vodka. We've got lime juice. That's everything that we had planned. So it's time for us to do a few d6 of cold damage. There we go. They were all stuck together, so that was convenient. Got to do it all in one go. And pour it in there. Pop it closed, and we'll come back up to the top. Sorry about that. All right, so that sounds pretty good. Pop the top. We put a lot of cold things into this glass, or into this tin, so I'm excited by how cold it's going to be. We'll just put that in there. All right. Okay. Set it on fire anyway. You know what? I don't need a whole lot of encouragement to set things on fire. And I do have that new gnomish fire. So let's go ahead, and I will make a tiny Olympic torch to celebrate the occasion. If you guys come here for fire, I'm going to give you fire. So, once again, reaching out for my gnomish fire. And that's just going to put a little bit of love on there. There we go. I enjoy how much you love that dumb bit, and the fact that you guys love setting stuff on fire as much as I do. So, bam. Alright, so let's do a real quick staging, just so you get a picture of this. Ooh. Ah. So there's our fire. There's that. Put the garnish on it. There we go. There we go. A Bahamut Mama. It's the color of blood. That's good. There's a tiki fire near it. That's Bahamut-y. And it looks slightly tropical to go with its namesake, the Bahama Mama. All right, so let's cut back up here and taste it. Cheers. Okay, it's exactly what you thought it was going to be. The Bloody Mary mix and the vodka that's a Bloody Mary, guys. What else to tell you? That's a Bloody Mary. But the lime cuts through it. It thins it out a little bit. It makes it a little bit less tomato forward. You don't taste the lime per se. There's a little bit of it in there, but you really are mostly tasting the celery notes, the spice that's in there. There's still tomato, to be sure. Like, the tomato flavor is very present, but it's not as aggressive as you usually get with a Bloody Mary. So if you like your Bloody Marys a little bit less tomato forward, try cutting it with lime. That's a fun tip there. It's good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's good. This is, if you were served this Bloody Mary at my bar, you wouldn't throw it back at me. And so for that reason, this is gonna get the Dungeon Barkeep seal of approval. It'll go on the call list. There you go. You'll be able to order this anytime you come visit the Dungeon Bar, which is a very real place. So yeah, the Bahamut Mama, a Bloody Mary with lime juice and bitters. It's pretty good. If I didn't tell you what I did, and I didn't serve it with a lime wheel, you might not even be able to tell. So, all that being said, adventurers, I hope you had a good time here tonight. I know I certainly did. I will be back next week at 6 p.m. Central Time with more of this. There's also, as I mentioned, as soon as I get it edited, another video coming where I will feature the Saucy Wench Spicy Bloody Mary mix so that you guys can get more tasting notes about the product itself. And obviously it is on the rail now, so it's something that can continue being in cocktails going forward. Until next time, friends, tell your friends about the show, subscribe, comment, like, all the things that YouTubers tell you to do. It really does make a difference. especially for a YouTuber as small potatoes as I am. Every subscriber makes a difference, and once I get to 500, I am adding Malort to the show. So, those of you in Chicago, get excited, because that's a very real possibility. Until then, friends, drink adventurously.